Chinese President Xi Jinping and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had a chat over the phone. While this talk made headlines because this was the first time the two talked since Russia's invasion, it made many hopeful of another attempt at peace negotiations. So the question is, how realistic is a peace negotiation with China playing moderator? And this is what we will be focusing on in 360 Degree today. Hello, I'm Anjilee Istwal. Let's time travel back just a little bit. On the one-year anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the Chinese government published a document titled China's Position on the Political Settlement of the Ukraine Crisis. Touted as its proposal for ending hostilities between Russia and Ukraine, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs presented this 12-point peace plan. Although many pointed out that just the name or the title of this document was problematic, with China's labeling of the war as the Ukraine crisis. They viewed it as a free pass to Russia with no accountability assigned to the aggressor. Anyway, let's quickly tell you about these 12 points. They were as follows. 1. Respecting the sovereignty of all countries. 2. Abandoning the Cold War mentality. 3. Ceasing hostilities. 4. Resuming peace talks. 5. Resolving the humanitarian crisis. 6. Protecting civilians and prisoners of war. 7. Keeping nuclear power plants safe. 8. Reducing strategic risks. 9. Facilitating grain exports. 10. Stopping unilateral sanctions. 11. Keeping industrial and supply chains stable. And lastly, 12. Promoting post-conflict reconstruction. Now, most of these points, as you must have gathered, along with the whole document, were vague, directionless, and lacking any substance. It was such a useless and spineless document that no one even gave it enough importance. Russia murmured a bit about it and gave it a lukewarm support, but Ukraine more or less rejected it. Unlike the Zelensky administration's Ukrainian peace formula, which was published last year, the unilateral Chinese proposal focuses less on areas for negotiation. It just randomly lists out some things. That's why it was felt that the China peace plan was less of a plan and more of a list of policy positions. The Zelensky administration has remained polite about it. And that's because Ukraine expects China to play a role in restraining Russian escalation. A giant like Russia can be kept in check by a giant like China. Keeping decent relationship with China is important for Ukraine. But now this call changes everything. As after this call, there is a hope of a Chinese delegation to Ukraine. Ukraine has also responded positively to it. We have to understand that there is no doubt that China could play a greater role in bringing an end to this war. China has economic leverage over the Putin regime and Russia's other partners as well. At the same time, they maintain friendly diplomatic relations with Ukraine. The Russian war has disrupted the world dynamics. While French President's China visit unraveled their feeble attempts at trying to find relevance in conflict resolution, it was a sign pointing towards how much Europe also needs China to play mediator. While US has been talking tough against China, Europe has been struggling with the impact of war on the daily lives of its people. But above all are the miseries of the people facing the war, both Ukrainian and Russian. So if China can indeed bring the two to the talking table, the whole world and its mother-in-law might have to be indebted to China. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section. And for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.